check it out.
Okay.
Hey folks, if any of you happen to be logged on right now, I've got 5:56 on my clock here, so we've got 4 minutes. So I'm going to just do some light stretching. You're welcome to follow along with me, but I'm not going to actually start giving instruction until we hit 6 o'clock. Chat. Hey, Michelle Very. Well, that's awesome to see you. Okay, folks, we're just about getting ready. We got 2 more minutes. And I'm just doing some stretching up, but I'm distracted by the chat. So I'm going to try not to be distracted by the chat and just teach the class. But for right now, as we're getting ready, it's awesome to see Michelle Very, a name I have not seen in a while. And Michelle, I have such incredibly fond memories of training with you way back in the West Valley Karate Club. And those are very, very special memories, will always be very strong. Oh, and then we've got, oh, hello. Oh, good, you're stretching with me. And Sandy's here. Sandy, welcome. A little more stretching, and then we'll get started in just a minute. Literally, just a minute. All right, I have 6 o'clock, so let's get started. Oh, well, hello everyone out there in Facebook Live land. Welcome to my home gym and home dojo tonight. I'm happy to welcome you all in, and I want us to think now about what it means to do karate practice outside of a dojo or outside of our formal dojo. And one thing that means is that the dojo has to be a mental attitude and not just a physical place. And so I want us to think a little bit about what it means to have the attitude of karate do training and pursuing the goals of the dojo kun, even though we're not in a dojo environment where everyone has gathered to do precisely that in the same time and place. And so I think what that means is it gives us an opportunity to focus on our mental disposition. And of course, that's why we begin in each training with the mokso ceremony, which we're going to do in just a moment. But the mokso ceremony is the idea of clearing the mind, of relaxing the mind and the body so that we can be fully present in what's happening right now. And that's what I want everyone to do right now, is to kind of take stock of your body, how it feels, where you are. I want you to take all the pressures of everyday life and set them aside. The coronavirus COVID-19 is obviously prominent in everyone's minds, but there's nothing we can do about that except follow the advisory notices by the Center for Disease Control and so on. So we want to focus on what we can do now, and that is to relax our mind and our body. So the commands, as you all know, I have a titanium knee, so I can't sit in Seiza. But right now I'm going to invite you all, if you'd like to sit in Seiza, or simply sit in a comfortable chair, a hard chair, where you don't lean back against the back of the chair or a cushion, we're going to begin the Mokuso ceremony. So please sit or stand or take a kind of meditative position. Most important thing is that the back is straight and the chest is out slightly, the shoulders are relaxed and down. So on the command Mokuso, which is the beginning of the meditation, let your eyes drop. Close your eyelids, don't close your eyelids, just relax your face enough so that your eyelids drop. You should be barely able to see things out in front of you, and just breathe. Feel the air as it comes in, and feel the air as it moves out. Just feel the air as it comes in, and feel the air as it moves out. If words come to your mind, that's fine, just let them go. Ideas, impressions, memories, that's okay. Let them come in, let them go, return to the breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the air come in and feel the air go out. Yame! Yame means stop. So now we've stopped the meditation and now we want to be completely present in our mind and body. Everyone stand up if you're sitting down. And let's take a ready position. All right, so we're not going to do a lot of warm-ups, but we're going to get warm through doing the actual techniques themselves. We're going to start off very basic, and then we're going to get more advanced as the class goes. All right, left hand out in front, right hand at the side, and I'm going to do mirror image. So when my right hand is out, I'll instruct you to have your left hand out. Draw a hand all the way to the side. Very slowly, chest is out. No collapsing the chest, no shoulders up. Back is very straight. Head is in line with your hips. Slowly, Chokuzuki, brushing the elbows along the sides of your body. Ich. Ni. San, no body action, just elbow movement. Shi, and then rotate the fist down. Go. Rok. Shich. Hutch, relax. Ku. Chu. Ich. Ni, no thinking. San. Shi, just the elbows. Go, squeeze them forward. Rok, and back. Shich, move together. Hutch. Ku. Chu, make sure your upper body is very steady. No movement forward and back, side to side. No squinching up or squinching down. Ich. Ni. San, squeeze the elbows. Shi. Go, brush the elbows along the sides of the body. Rok. Shich, pull the draw hand back. Hutch. Ku. Chu. Remember, the draw hand is more important than the punching hand because the draw hand connects the body to the technique. Ich. Ni. San, clear the mind. Shi, no extraneous thoughts. Go, just feel the body move. No. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Chu. Posture is straight. Breathe. Maybe your arms are starting to get tired now. That's good. If your arms or shoulders are getting tired, breathe. Your arm can stay up there just fine. Don't worry about it. A little bit of discomfort is even good because now your muscles are getting trained to have to retain the correct position even when they're fatigued. This is how you develop muscle memory. Ich. Ni. San, breathe. Shi. Go, breathe out on the movement. Rok. Shich, pull the draw hand back. Hutch. Ku. Chu. Ich. Ni. San, nice and steady. Shi, same exact movement. Go. Rok. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Chu. All right, now I want a little bit more speed. Don't think just pull. Pull the elbow back like you're hitting someone behind you. Let your other arm move at the same time forward into your target. Ich, pull. Ni, pull. San. Shi. Go. Rok. Shich. Hutch. All right, speed up, strong ki. Go as fast as you can. Most important point is to pull that draw hand back fast. If you're new to karate and you feel yourself going fast by tensing up the shoulders, stop, slow down, and just keep doing what we were doing at the slower pace. Everyone else, big ki. Edge! Knee! Don't anticipate, relax, recover the correct position. Sun! Full movement is correct, path is correct. Relax. Shi! Go! No! Change! Hutch! Two! Two! Inch! Knee! Sun! Shi! Shoulders down, go! No! Draw him back, shinch! Hutch! Two! Two! Inch! Knee! Sun! Shi! Go! Nope! Shinch! Hutch! Two! Two! Inch! Knee! Sun! Shi! Go! Nope! Shinch! Hutch! Two! Two! Shoulders are back and down. Lat is tight. Don't move. Nare. Come to a ready position. Control the breathing. Don't move your body. Don't wipe the sweat from your brow. Don't look around. Just breathe. And relax. Pulse. Okay, now you can shake it out and relax. All we're doing is we're developing a mental state. The body being very steady. Everything else going on in our mind and our world is released as we're just focusing on that one technique. That's how we develop this connection between empty mind and pure technique. No thinking, just feeling and moving, okay? All right, now, just a couple of points to keep in mind as we're punching. We're gonna do more punching all throughout this class, but every time we punch, we have to be very careful. Many people have a tendency to turn this fist here and then punch forward. That's incorrect. The fist stays up, the palm stays up until the elbow moves past the side of the body, then it rotates down during the last 20% of the movement or less, okay? Up and then down. When you pull it back, it's the reverse. You twist the palm up, that immediately brings the elbow straight back, and it avoids the problem of that. That's incorrect. Rotate, it drops my elbow down, and that's how we get the strong body action. Other thing that I noticed many people in the dojo, you're making a fist with your thumb up. So Jacob, if you're watching, you're doing that. And Nick, I actually saw you doing that a little bit as well the other day. So that's very important. Okay, and then remember, the wrist must be straight, not bent one way or the other. There was something else I remembered about what some folks are doing in the dojo, but it escapes me right now. Okay, so now, everyone, please take kibarachi or side stance. Let me back up a little bit so you can see my feet. All right, now the outer edges of your feet are exactly forward, so your toes are slightly in. The most important thing about this stance is that you create strong pressure to the floor. If your pressure comes up and your gravity comes up, then you're just using your arms and your upper body. The stance requires pressure down, out with the knees, and grabbing with the feet. Now we have a very strong foundation to execute our techniques. So from this position, everyone, I want you to bend your knees. Now, I want you to look at something here. Use my little shinai or bow. I have both, okay? When I'm in this position, if I bend my knees inwardly so that the bend of the knee goes way in front of my big toe, that's wrong. Okay, you've got to have pressure out on the knees so that as close as you can get to that big foot, that big toe, without rolling up on your foot like I'm doing there, or without straightening the other knee. That's really important. So bend the knees, out, out. Pressure out, not in, out. When you're training on your own, if you have a mirror, a full-size mirror, you can look and see, look for that alignment of the knees over the toes. That's very important. Finally, then everyone, I want you to stay in this position, and I want you to check your tailbone. If your tailbone goes out, then you're releasing the tension in the quad, in the thighs, and the hamstrings, and again, you're separating your body into two parts. But if the tailbone is under and the pressure is out on the knees, now we have a very good stance, pressure to the floor. Even for very advanced black belts, this never gets old. You always want to continue working on these basic points. All right, so Kibadachi, side stance. Check that position, knees out. Okay, you guys should be getting a little tired if you've been in stance the whole time I've been talking, and you should be. So if you need to, relax and straighten the legs. Take a breath and then bend your knees, pressures out. Now remember, whenever you get tired, and you should get tired pretty quickly in training, that's why we're training, you must take those messages from your body that says, I'm tired, I don't want to keep going, lift the pressure, and just breathe. Hold the position. Even though it would feel good to just slightly let the pressure up, keep the pressure down, focus it down, and then the mind just focuses on something like correct posture, breathing, correct technique, and let those legs talk to you about the pain, but it's okay. Left hand out in front, right hand to side. Now, hold the position in your stance. Remember what I said about the draw hand staying up and not rotating until the very end. All right? Chokazuki. Ich. Knee, straight punch. San. Shi. Go. Now be careful. No twisting like this. No leaning like this. The posture stays exactly straight. Ro. Move the elbows. Shich. Elbows. Hutch. Ku. Chu. Relax and breathe. Ich. Is your stance feeling it? Ni. It should. San. Shi. Especially if you have stiff ankles. Go. Dok. Shich. The pressure should be really strong on those ankles if you're at all stiff. Hutch. Ku. Chu. Ich. Keep the knees bent. Ni. Nice and steady. San. Just breathe. Shi. Pull the elbow back. Go. Dok. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Chu. All right, a little bit more speed. That means pull the draw hand back. Not the elbow. Out. Down. Twist and pull that elbow down. A little bit more speed. Keep the pressure on the stance. Ready? Ich. Knee. Pull it back. San. Pull. Shi. Pull. Go. Pull. Duk. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Chu. All right, speed up. Strong ki. If you're having trouble keeping up, that's okay. Go at your own pace or go at every other count. Ready? Ich. Ki. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Shich, hutch, ku, chu, ich, knee, san, shi, go, duk, shich, hutch, ku, chu. Hold it. Posture straight. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Don't move. And nare. Don't move. Just breathe. And relax. Now, pulse. And shake it out. So, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm dripping in sweat. I knew I would be. So that's why I brought my handy dandy towel. And, you know, it's also a good idea, since we're at home, if you have a water bottle or something, you can get some drinks in between. Breathe in. Breathe out. No thinking, just feeling. Breathe in. Push the air out. Breathe in. Poison out. Breathe in. Fresh energy in. Fresh energy out. Very good. Relax. Breathing is so important. In the dojo, sometimes we don't have a lot of opportunity to focus on that. And that's unfortunate. I wish that I could focus a little bit more on it in the dojo. But usually in the dojo, I'm focused so much on a specific sequence of exercises that I don't pay as much attention to something as basic as breathing. I'm glad this format gives me the opportunity to do that. All right. So we've talked about stance, especially Kibarachi, providing rootedness to the ground. In fact, no matter what we're doing, even in a regular Shizentai, we want to feel rootedness to the ground. And the stances provide extra oomph in making that connection. And that extra oomph is what allows us to execute the techniques with greater power and when moving in different directions and different positions and different distances and so on. So the hardest place to create connection to the floor is when we're kicking. Because when we're kicking, we're only standing on one foot. So that means that all the connection to the floor that I can establish from a wide stance here, 90% of it is eliminated to just this punch over here. So it's very important how we establish that connection to the floor. The most important point being that the knee of our support leg must be bent. Now again, like Kibarachi, the tailbone shouldn't go out. It's not a bending like that. It's the knees go forward, the tailbone tucks slightly under and up, okay? So from the knee bent position here, with our toes and heels touching, we're gonna practice kicking. We're gonna make fists out of our hands, put them in what we call kakiwake uke, double down block. Pick your right knee up. See how my heel is against the inside of my support leg knee. Bend the knee, bend the knee, bend the knee, and down. Okay, now pick the left leg up. Now notice, because of my titanium knee, how far away this knee is from my heel, from my inside of this leg. That's a problem. But what can I do? Some of you have perfectly fine knees and you do your Maigeri out here. That's incorrect. It's incorrect for training development purposes. It may be okay in a tournament or something. Okay, so start with your right leg. Itch, pick it up. Check that alignment here. And then when you pick the knee up, don't let it go out. Don't let it go here. Straight up in the middle. Ready? Itch. And down. Left leg. Right leg. Knee. Down. Sun. Pick it up. Notice how my thigh is parallel to the floor because my knee is as high as my hip. Down. Shich. Down. Hutch. Pull it up. Down. Ku. Pull it up. Down. Chu. Pull it up. Down. Now, notice also that when I pick up my knee, I'm not raising and lowering my hips. This is very important. The knees stay bent. Itch. Pick it up. Knee. Down. Sun. Shi. Go. Dog. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Chu. Itch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Dog. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Chu. All right, now, 3 counts. On the first count, pick your leg up. Keep the knee bent. Second count, snap the foot out and back. Hold it. Third count, down. Then alternating legs. Pick the leg up, snap it out and back, and sun, third count, down. Everything remains the same. No tilting of the body forward, back, left or right. The leg comes up, the knee stays bent, snap it out and back and down. All right, so start with your left leg. Ready? Itch, knee, sun. Right leg, itch, knee, sun. Left leg, itch, knee, sun. Right leg, itch, knee, sun. Left leg, itch, knee, sun. Right leg, itch, knee, sun. Left leg, itch, knee, sun. Right leg, itch, knee, sun. You see how I'm getting tired? So my body's starting to do that to compensate. That's because I don't want to use my legs. My body's saying, oh, I'm tired. But that's the mental focus now, needs to keep that steady. Knee, sun. Okay? Not easy, but that's why we keep training. Right leg, itch, knee, sun. Itch, knee, sun. Itch, knee, sun. All right, now the entire motion, 1 count. Be very careful not to do this. See how that's a truncated movement? We're practicing basics, which means you want to complete an exact range of motion. When you're doing kumite or sparring, you know, your good habits, your good basics should come into play and you just get that leg out there. You don't worry about following the exact correct path. But training requires using the path correctly and fully so your body develops that capacity. That's the key. So the same path. The foot comes directly up the inside, out and back, and then down. all that will be not help you in training. All that will make you have weaker techniques, weaker kicking over the long haul. All right, so let's start with the right leg and then go with the left. My Getty front snap kicking, all three motions, one count. Lift the knee up, snap it out and back, slight pause, and then put it down. Start with your left leg. Ich, knee, sun. Keep the knees bent. Shi, don't move the upper body. Go, everything's nice and steady. Dog, nice and steady. Shich, complete snap back. Hutch, knee up at least as high as the hip. Ku, don't move the head. Chu. All right, a little bit more speed. To get speed, squeeze the knee up. Don't think about the foot going fast, because then you're going to destroy the path of your technique. Start with the right leg. Ready? Ich. Knee, snap it out. Sun, up, snap, hold down. No. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Chu. Last 10. Ich. Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Dog. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Chu. Nare. And relax. Very good. Shake it out. Stretch. Breathe. Okay, now, there's a reason why we focus on the knee bent position in kibarachi and in kicking. Because the knee bent position in everything we do in karate is what allows us to create a springboard reaction to the floor. If our legs are straight or loose, they're not tight to the floor, then we're very wobbly. And some of you in training, you're working very hard, but your lower body is doing something like this, which is not helping create the power from the floor, and that's what we want. So the next thing I want to work on is stepping in front stance. And when we're stepping in front stance, the position, the action, the pressure, the springing pressure to that front leg or back leg, whichever leg is stationary, is hugely important. So let me illustrate. In front stance, all right, if I stand up, pressure is released, and then I fall forward. So what I've done is I've wasted this whole part of the movement, and I hope I can capture some power as I fall forward. As opposed, so that's what this looks like from here. From here. Stand up and then capture the power as I go forward. But it's different if from here, this knee stays bent, pressure. Knees come in, draw hand stays here, drive! Here, drive! That's what we're going to work on next, stepping forward in front stance. Just the legs, same principle as when we're doing my Getty. Here, drive. Here, drive. Okay? Drive, drive. All right? And we're only going to do one step forward and back, so no matter how much room you have, you should be okay. Eyes ready, position, and hands on your hips. Step forward into front stance. Just a quick review, you should have side distance. That's the distance between the inside of your front foot and the inside of your back foot. This, no side distance. This, too much side distance. The side distance should be exactly that of your hips or shoulders, okay? The length is about twice that. The back toes must be more forward than back. This is an incorrect stance, front stance, Zen Kutsurachi, okay? Now, the front knee in Zen Kutsurachi is bent right over the ball of that foot. Not here and not over. Right there in front of the ball foot. In fact, this bone here should be perpendicular to the floor, okay? Second thing is that front knee should never come inside or outside. Again, the alignment should be straight up from that floor, okay? When we step forward, the knee comes forward and this position stays right there, okay? So from front stance, are you still in front stance? You should be. You should have checked all those elements as I was going through them, okay? Do not do this. Many of the people in the dojo, they do this and then step, or they do some kind of like, as a way to get started, not during basics. First thing that happens is pressure to the floor, not opening. So from here, pressure to the floor, that pressure to the floor starts bending the knee, the back knee squeezes so that the knees come together. Then from here, the leg continues going forward and you push. You push from that back leg. Now, it's often the case that you have to, this leg wants to spin out, that foot wants to spin out. Don't let it spin out, keep it right there. When we go back, we do the reverse. So we don't push up and let the weight come up. Instead, we squeeze. The back knee bends, we squeeze, and again, the knees come together, and then we reach with the heel of the back foot. If we don't reach with the heel of the back foot, the toes will tend to go out, again, opening us up. The toes will tend to go out, opening us up. From here, we reach with the heel and back. All right, these are the things I want you to pay attention to. So from front stance with your hands on your hips, bend that front knee, don't move your front foot, squeeze the knees together, check your posture, everything's straight. Now as you continue stepping forward, send that foot forward and then push with your back leg. Now the reverse, push back and bend your back knee. Front knee pushes back, pull, and then reach with the heel. Make sure you retain the side distance. Make sure that you retain 60% forward on the front leg. Squeeze and drive. Pull and reach. Squeeze and drive. Pull and reach. Notice the hips are not turning. There's no side-to-side rotation. There's no side-to-side tilt or rotation. Exactly straight. Ich, knee, push. Sun, pull, shi, reach. Go, pull, rog, drive. Shich, pull, hutch, reach. Ku, pull, chu, pull, push. Ich, pull, knee, reach. The entire motion, 1 count. Take your time. The hands are on the hips so that we're very aware of we reduce the tendency to try to create momentum with our arms. Slowly stepping forward into front stance. Ich. Nice, strong. Make sure that pressure's on that front foot. Mentally go through the check. Foot position, knee position, hip position, posture. Okay, now moving. Squeeze back and reach with the heel. Go through the position. Foot position, knee position, hip position, posture, weight distribution. Sun, forward and reach. Foot position, knee position, hip position, posture. Go and reach. Rog and reach. Shit, squeeze and reach. Hutch, squeeze and drive. Ku, squeeze and reach. Chu, squeeze and drive. Ich, squeeze and reach. Are you keeping that front knee bent? Knees, stay low, pressure down. Sun, pressure down and reach. Go, pressure down and drive. Roll, pressure down and reach. Shit, pressure down and drive. Hutch, pressure down and reach. Ku, pressure down and drive. Hutch, pressure down and reach. And now re. And re. Very good. So, no matter if we're moving straight forward, or we're moving to the side, or we're moving behind, or we're moving in a 3/4 degree turn, the same principle applies in that what happens to that support leg is that pressure increases to the support leg. Just like when we're kicking, but instead of releasing the foot, we drive forward with the technique. Okay? But the same support leg principle applies no matter what direction we're turning, no matter what technique we're using. Okay? All right, let's try the other side. All right, so ready position. Step forward with your right foot. I did not do reverse direction, mirror image. Oh well. Whichever leg was forward, step forward with the other leg. Now, check the position. The knee position relative to your foot. When you're looking down, you should be able to see your big toe. If I can't see my big toe, chances are that I'm overbent. You want this bone perpendicular to the ground, okay? or your lower leg perpendicular to the ground. Okay? Right to the back foot is almost forward. Toes are more forward than back. Side distance about shoulder or hip width. Forward distance about twice that. Hands on your hips. Don't move the foot out. Don't press, lift and press before you go. From here, squeeze. Knees stay bent. Tailbone is under, and then reach, completing the half circle so that now you're in a good front stance. Again, check the knee position, check the foot position, check the hip position. Now from here, push and bend with that back leg, pull. Feet together, knees together, and then reach with the heel back. Okay? So, pull, reach, drive. I'm sorry, that was pull. Pull back, reach with the heel, and set it. Check foot position, knee position, hip position, posture. Knees together, pressure's down on that stationary leg, push forward. Sun, pull, chi, reach. Goal, pull, and roll, drive. Shich, pull, hutch, reach. Ku, pull, and ju, reach. The other thing that's important for high-level skill development is that whenever we move, we never want to have one part of the foot up or down. We don't want to do this, and we don't want to do this or this. The bottom of my foot should remain parallel to the ground. Here and here, here and here. All right, let's try the entire motion, one count. Let's start from the forward position. On the first count, pull your front foot back. Itch, pull and reach. Check your stance. Knee, squeeze and drive. Sun, pull and reach. Shi, pull and drive. Goal, pull and reach. Rok, pull and drive. Shich, pull and reach. Hutch, pull and drive. Ku, pull and reach. Chu, pull and drive. Itch, knee. Everything stays steady, no movement of the upper body. Sun, your eyes and head fixed exactly straight ahead. Shi, goal. Dok, shich, hutch, ku, chu, and nare. Stand up and relax. Okay, you should be feeling a nice strong workout in your legs. That's what it's all about. And however fast, whatever kind of speed we want to develop, speed will be developed greatly by increasing the muscular strength in these movements exactly. Okay, so it's not about fast hands, although fast hands help, but it's about using all of those big muscle groups within the body in the most efficient way to squeeze and create that dynamic power. That's what we're interested in karate. And now we're going to add techniques. Remember, when we're stepping, the idea, we call this generating power through thrust. Okay? So the back foot comes up and then thrust. That's the action that creates the power. Okay? Here, that is where the power comes from. Not from here, right? So, from say chokazuki position, we squeeze the legs together just like we were doing a moment ago. But now as we continue forward, this knee stays bent. Drive, 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 drive. The hands move at the last moment. And everything stops together. Okay? Here. All right, beginning students, very common to do this. And advanced students, it's more common to do this. Because as you get more advanced, you know the importance of stance, so you stop and try to get a torque. But the real power comes from this leg here, and then the draw hand coming back. Okay? So now we're going to go forward, oizuki, and we're going to step back, gedan barai. I want you to keep working on the support leg function, but I'm also going to introduce some other elements for you to pay attention to as we do the downward block, gedan barai, and the oizuki. All right? So, ready position, step forward with your left foot, downward block, kamaite. Okay? Now remember, downward block, the fist is about 1 fist distance on top of your knee. Many of us, we're doing more chudan barai rather than gedan barai. So this is an important point that, especially in the performance of kata, if your gedan barai is up here, that's a weak point. People are going to notice. So it must be 1 fist distance above, 1 to 1.5 fist distance above that front knee. All right, so you're all in gedan barai position. 2 counts. First count, pull your back foot up. Now notice how my draw hand, you can't see my elbow. Watch now. Okay, that means I'm losing the tension on the back side of my body. Here, tense, posture straight. The other way this goes wrong is leaning forward. That pulls the elbow out, tension comes up to the shoulder, and then we punch like that. Instead, everything gets loaded onto this support leg, stationary leg. Load. This hand is out. Continue. That's where the power comes from. All right, so from here, we're here. All right, keep the knees bent, step forward, and then punch. Knee. Okay. Let's just step back and punch. Same thing. Then we'll add the gedan barai next round. Here, keep the elbow back, don't let it go out. Then it's step back, knee. Knee. San. Shi, elbows in, keep the stance working correctly and brush the elbows along the sides of the body when you punch. San. Shi. Go. Dok. Shich, hutch, ku, chu. All right, now the entire motion, 1 count. Take your time though. Make sure we're working on the correct things. Loading the front leg, elbow stays back, everything stops at the same time. And punch. Knee, squeeze. Sun, shi, go, dok, shich, hutch, ku, chu, nare, and ray. Very good. Relax, shake it out. Okay, same thing, other side of the body. Step forward with your right side, and let's put our arms in chokazuki position. Okay, so step forward. Keep the elbow back, keep the posture straight. Knees together, elbows back. Knee, load and drive. Sun, halfway. Shi, reach and drive. Sun, shi, go, rok, shich, hutch, ku, chu. Remember, brush the elbows right along the sides of the body. Correct path of the technique is very important. The entire motion, forward 1 count, and then back the 2nd count. Knee, sun, shi, go, dok, shich, hutch, ku, chu, and nare. And ready. Very good. Relax. Shake it up. May want to get a quick drink of water. All right, so now we're going to add blocking. And the path of the blocking arm is very important. most of you know what the correct path is, but the path of that arm, the actual timing of the movement of the path of the arm must occur in correct timing with the movement of the body. So, for example, if we step forward, Gedam Barai, 1, 2, incorrect. Or 1, 2, incorrect. How do we correct that? We bend the knees and drive from the support leg. And that, in this case, I'm stepping forward with my left side. The right leg is the support leg. Drives. It's the same thing we've been working on. The leg drives. Okay? If I go, I can't complete this feeling through. All right? So, knees bend, elbows come together. So let's work on your left side, my right side. Knees bend, elbows come together. Now it's very important that this palm be facing the side of your face, not your shoulder. Because the Gedam Barai, as it comes down, it must snap, snap. If your arm is already here, then you have no snap. If the wrist is in this position, the wrist must be twisted in this position so that as you go down, snap, snap, snap. And that, of course, corresponds to the snap of the draw hand, like you're pulling something apart. Okay, this is very important. All right, so we're going to start with your left side, my right side. Left foot is forward, front stance. I'm sorry. Right foot is forward, front stance. Left hand is out in front. All right, you're going to step forward with, bring your right foot, your left foot halfway up. Bring the arm up to the side of your body, elbows close. Now, keeping everything we've been doing so far in exact consistency, reach with the front leg, drop the draw hand, drop the blocking arm, and pull the draw hand back. Check the fist over the knee position, and notice how that draw hand pulls the hips back. I'm not blocking like this. The draw hand pulls the fist back. Okay, now when we go back halfway, the other hand comes up, elbows together here, and now we drive with this leg, your right leg, which is bent. Reach and pull, and that pulls the hips back. Okay, let's try going forward. Ich, knee, drive and pull. Sun, she, drive and pull. Go, look, drive and pull. Shich, touch, drive and pull. Ku, chew, drive and pull. Both motions, 1 count. So take your time, don't rush it. Ich, pull up, pull, drop, pull back and drive. Pull up and then drive forward. Knee, arm is up and drive. Keep the knees bent. Sun, pull up and drive. She, up and drive. Go, up and drive. Look, up and drive. Shich, up and drive. Hutch, up and drive. Ku, up and drive. Chew, up and drive. Nare, and re. Relax, shake it out. Okay, so now the other side of the body. Everyone start with your left leg forward. Okay, so now I need a quick rewind. We were working, okay, so start with your right leg forward. All right, switch sides. Whichever side you're on to the other side. I totally forgot. Okay, I think this is the right way. Now, 2 counts. First count, ich. Now remember, the driving leg is here, elbows together, knee, drop. Hips come back. Sun, knees together. She, drop and drive. Go, pull it up. Ro, drive forward. Shich, pull it up. Hutch, drive back. Ku, pull it up. Chew, drive forward. Ich, pull it up. Knee, drive it back. Both actions, 1 count. Remember to brush the elbows, keep them close to the sides of the body. Stepping forward, 1 count, downward block. Ich, and block. that fist position. You see, I was doing it right there like that. It needs to come down. Knee and block. Sun and block. Sheep and block. Go and block. Do and block. Shich and block. Hutch and block. Coo and block. Chew and block. Now ray and ray. Very good. Relax. Okay, so now we're going to do something a little bit more advanced and a little bit more dynamic. If you're a more beginning student, then when we do 2 counts, 2 movements, 1 count, you just do 1. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to step back and block, step forward and punch. More like someone's attacking us, we step back and block, and then we step right in and punch them. And we'll be doing both actions 1 count, but you don't have to do it 2 actions 1 count. You can just do 1 action per count, okay? All right, ready, position. All right, everyone step forward with your left side. Left side, hidari ashi, mai. Left side forward, get on barai. Kamate! All right, from here, we're going to step forward and punch. Ich. Now we're going to step back and block. It's like someone's coming at you, they're kicking at you. Step back with your arm and block, and then you're like, just because I block doesn't mean you're safe, and punch. Okay? Ich. Step back and block. Tension to the body, knees are bent. This is what gives me my spring forward. Knee, step, punch. Ich, step back, block. Knee, step forward, punch. Sun, step back, block. She, step forward, punch. Go, step back, block. Ro, step forward, punch. Shich, step back, block. Hutch, step forward, punch. Coo, step back, block. Chew, step forward, punch. All right, now we're going to go both actions 1 count. If you want to just keep doing 1 action per count, that's fine. Stepping back, blocking, stepping forward, punching. First, adjusting speed, about medium speed, not full speed yet. Ready? Ich. Knee. Sun. I use the support leg. She. Squeeze through, squeeze, drive. Go. Do. Squeeze. Drive. Shitch. Hutch. Coo. Chew. Now, full speed, only 5 reps. As fast as you can, but don't do this. Okay? So the key is that you've got to have a complete range of motion. Complete kime, that's why I have a little bit of a pause here, and then go. We're concentrating on breathing. You squeeze, air out, in, out. Not that loud, but that's the same principle. You squeeze down, that forces air out. You release, air comes in, and then that air is part of the driving force forward, okay? All right, so stepping back, starting from oizuki, with your right leg forward, stepping back, geidan barai, and oizuki. Fast as you can correctly. Ich! Nei! Sun! Shi! Go! Bill! Nare! And Ray. Very good. I'm feeling like I'm getting a very good workout. I hope you are too. All right, so now we're going to use the other side. So now we're going to start with your right foot forward. And then we're going to step forward into oizuki. Or is that just the side we did? Yeah, that's just the side we did. Start with our right leg forward, right arm out in front. Step back, geidan barai. knee, step forward, punch. Everything we've been talking about, pressure to the floor, stance position, stance tension, posture, breathing, path of the technique, rubbing the sides of the body, path of the technique, all those apply. We want to put all of that together. Ready? Sun, block, shi, punch, go, block, dog, punch, shich, block, hutch, punch, ku, block, chew, punch. Both actions, one count, about medium speed. Itch, knee, sun, shi, go, dog, shich, hutch, ku, chew, bear. Go back to gate on, oh, I'm sorry, stand up and relax. Shake it out. Breathe. Now we're going to do the same thing. Both actions, one count. You can do one action per count. We're only going to do 5 reps. But remember, full speed means as fast as you can correctly. When you're doing kumite, it means go faster than the person attacking you. Or be faster than your opponent. But in basic, it means full, complete range of motion, full expansion and contraction of the muscles. This is key to developing speed and high-level technique. All right. Right foot is forward. I'm sorry, left foot is forward. Front stance, and then step forward, oizuki. Step in, punch, chewed on. Pull back and block. Itch, up and block. I'm sorry, both actions, one count. Okay, both actions, one count. Full speed, but complete action. Ready? Itch! Knee! Sun! Shi! Go! Kiai! There! And nare. And re. Very good. Shake it out and relax. Okay, so we've worked on a lot of good things today, but the main theme has been the connection to the floor, and especially what happens with the stationary leg when you're moving or kicking, and how that is also at work in a stance like Kibarachi, where you have equal external pressure, 50-50 weight distribution, and the key is in the pressure staying to the floor, not gradually coming up or the knees bending in as we stay in the stance. This is very common in the dojo. I see this a lot. We're doing reps. I say bend your knees, but a nice good stance, and then next thing you know, people are up here with their knees bent straight. And you know, we all get tired, so that's no problem. None of us get through training doing everything exactly perfectly. But this is where the mental presence comes in. If you can bend your knees and just, like a machine, keep your body there and then concentrate on breathing and maybe arm action, what happens is you're training your body, you're training your mind to be able to set aside what's happening in the body, and it creates a greater presence. Because if you're daydreaming about, okay, what am I going to do tomorrow? The body will lose its focus. But if you have clarity and you're 100% present, then this can, this will make your training absolutely better, more effective. Okay? All right. So let's finish off again with some basic chokazuki, and then we'll do some breathing, and then finish off with mokuso. So our legs should have had a good workout. Our arms have been moving. We should be nice and sweaty. Left hand out in front, right hand to the side. Now let's turn very back to the basics of what we did. This time, we're not bending the knees. The knees are not locked, but they're not bent. They're just a slight bend, and you want to pretend that you're standing on a scale and trying to make the weight sign go up. So you're pressing to the floor, your feet are like suction cups, and then the posture remains very straight. Left hand out in front, right hand to the side. Check your fists, check your shoulders, check your posture. Ich. Ni. Sun, push and pull the elbows. Shi. Go. Dog. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Chew. A little bit more speed. That means speed with the draw hand. Pull that elbow back, not out. The elbow, the fist turns, the elbow goes down, never out. Ich. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Dog. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Chew. All right, speed up, strong ki. Ready? Ich. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Dog. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Chew. Ich. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Dog. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Niju. Ich. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Dog. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Saju. Ich. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Dog. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Yonju. Ich. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Dog. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Goju. Nare. And re. All right, relax, shake it out. Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, interlace your fingers. Stretch up high. Nice big stretch. And then all the way to the floor. Just nice big stretch. Again, all the way up. And all the way down. Feet a little wider apart. All the way up. And all the way down. All the way up. And to the side. And up. To the other side. And up. To the side. And up. To the other side. And up. Shake out the shoulders, relax. Okay. Okay. All right, so now we're going to close with meditation ceremony. So get in a comfortable position. I'm going to stand in Shizentai. It's a very natural, relaxed position. Gives me a good feeling of stability. You may sit in Sensei or any other meditation posture you want. Remember, you should not be leaning back against any chair. Posture should be very straight. And you want to just focus on your breath. So, clear your mind. Let your eyelids drop. This should be an easy position. The mind relaxes. Feel the air as it comes in and out of your lungs. Slow and steady, no thinking, just feeling, just feeling. Mokuso yame. End meditation. All right, Dojo-kun, repeat after me. Seek perfection of character. Be faithful. Endeavor to excel. Respect others. Refrain from violent behavior. Tsotsu jin kaku kansen ni tsutomaru koto. Tsotsu makoto no michi o momoru koto. Hitsotsu doryoku no seishi no yashinau koto. Tsotsu reigi o motsuru koto. Tsotsu kekki no yu o imashimu koto. Otagai ni rei, dos, Thank you very much, you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Remember, Friday we'll be live streaming again, this time from YouTube, our YouTube account. We'll be trying to post updates on our website and on our Facebook page. Rolf and I will be alternating classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'll go one day, he goes the next, and so on and so forth. Love your feedback and comments. And thank you for joining me. It's allowed me to kind of be back in karate. That's good for my mental and physical health, so I appreciate that. And then mostly stay safe. Wash your hands, practice all of the safe social distancing procedures, because it's coming, and it's going to be here a while. But I look forward to seeing you again in cyberspace, and have a great rest of your week.